We wanted to wait and just make sure that everything was good. And we had a couple of doctor's appointments that changed our outlook on why it was a twin pregnancy, and then it changed into a triplet pregnancy.
So then she's laying on the doctor's table and they find one heartbeat, and then they find the second heartbeat, and then the nurse was like, and there's the third. And we just kind of went, what?
We contemplated twins.
Yeah.
We had a few days to think about twins, but we had never thought that we were going to have triplets. You just want to believe that you're going to make it as far as your body's going to make it, and they're just going to come whenever they're supposed to. So I don't think we were really.
No, you never. I mean,
I was not prepared. I don't think I knew I was going into labor. Some contractions, and I was dilating, but I don't think in my mind I was thinking I was going into labor, because again, I was convinced I was going to make it. Well, I had some complications. One of the babies had a placenta abruption, so his blood supply obviously was compromised. We had to make a decision that day to either allow a baby to perish and see how the other two would survive, which you just want what's best, or to have them at such an early gestation. And it's an impossible decision that you have to make. And we did. I mean, we decided, we have 3 babies. We are blessed and want to be blessed with 3 babies.
You think everything's going to be okay. They give you numbers, and we all think we can beat the numbers. But when we made the decision that they were going to take them, they gave us the percentages, and then they said, a baby has about an 85% chance of making it, and then we had 3, so you kind of do the math, and it's about 66%. So that we're going to be able to, that all 3 of them are going to be okay, and so those numbers go through your head, and you hear all these numbers, and the number you're really worried about, for me, it was 4. It was my wife and 3 kids.
Well, when the doctor gave us our options that morning, you just want to do whatever you can to keep those babies safe. And he said it's not that simple. There's a threat to you by losing a lot of blood. Well, I thought they were tiny.
Yeah.
I thought they were tiny, and there were a lot of wires and machines hooked up. You see through that as a mom and as a parent, as a dad, you see through it, but you do realize how tiny they are.
We've all seen the baby at the hospital, 7, 8 pounds, but you don't ever realize how little they can really be. I mean, that was the big shock for me. It was just how little.
Kendall, our little girl, was 1'8".
She was, yeah.
Preston was 1'11", and William, he was the big one at 2 pounds, 2 ounces. So little, but fighters.
Yeah. They all took their time, and it's funny, it's how they are right when they were born. They're still the same kid today at 2.5. I mean, Preston just beats to his own drummer then, and he beats to his own drummer now. Kendall was loud coming out, and she's still loud today. So,
with the March of Dimes research, they invented a procedure or a drug for premature babies to help their lungs, and it's called surfactant, and our kids were able to receive that at birth, and that helped their lungs, their itty-bitty immature lungs, expand and grow so they could get kick-started. We're just thankful for the research so that our kids can survive and thrive in that environment. We learned how much the March of Dimes does for families with babies that are either premature or that have special needs. So it was a blessing, and we're very thankful.
I feel embarrassed to say this, but you don't understand why things are in place till you need them. Not for us, it was, I remember going, the March of Dimes does that? Wow, it's just because you think of, you just kind of think what you see on a poster sometimes, and it's a lot more than that.